So after the FTX collapse, a number of cryptocurrency exchanges have now moved to restore faith in centralized exchanges by posting their proof of reserves. On November 11th of 2022, FTX, the then third largest cryptocurrency exchange by trading volume, filed for voluntary Chapter 11 bankruptcy after it was revealed that it was operating a fractional reserve following a sudden liquidity crunch. With just $900 million in liquid assets but close to $9 billion in liabilities, FTX was unable to meet the withdrawal demands of its customers and was forced to shut down operations. This has a significant knock-on effect on the industry as a whole, sending Bitcoin and many other cryptocurrencies plummeting to yearly lows and precipitating the interruption or collapse of several other victims, including Galosis Capital, Genesis Crypto, and also BlockFi. In the aftermath of its collapse, it is still unknown just how many major industry players had significant exposure to FTX and may be forced to shut down operations, not to mention the more than 1 million users that lost funds as a result. While the collapse of FTX did shine a light on the risks associated with storing funds on a centralized platform, a number of cryptocurrency exchanges have now moved to restore faith in centralized exchanges by posting their proof of reserves. So what is a proof of reserve? As described in CoinMarketCap's Alexandria glossary entry, proof of reserves is a technique that crypto exchanges, lenders, and other custody providers use to demonstrate their solvency and prove that all balances are backed one-to-one with their assets held on-chain. So the push for full proof of reserves, or POR, was initiated by Binance's CEO Changpeng Zhao, or CZ, who urged all crypto exchanges to provide a Merkle tree proof of reserves to prove that they're not running a fractional reserve. By using a Merkle tree to encrypt blockchain transaction data, users can easily verify that the exchange holds their funds both securely and privately. A full Merkle tree-based proof of reserves should allow anybody to easily audit the total holdings of the exchange, and also allow individuals to verify their specific transactions that contributed to the total balance. So which exchanges will adhere to the new standard? Since Binance actually set the movement into motion on November 10th of 2022, many of the most popular cryptocurrency exchanges have pledged to actually prove their solvency by adhering to the proof of reserves standard. So as of this video, most of these exchanges have provided either a basic audit of their holdings or a full breakdown of their digital wallet. A small number of those have actually posted a full auditable Merkle tree proof of reserves, and some of the most prominent actually currently include Binance. So on November 11th of 2022, Binance became the first cryptocurrency exchange to post its provisional proof of reserves. So in the post, Binance provides a breakdown of the balances held in cold storage for its 6 most popular assets: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, Binance USD, USDC, and BNB. In total, Binance holds more than $69 billion in hot and cold wallets, and it also provided the public wallet addresses for 6 of the 600 assets it supports. And in the weeks ahead, Binance plans to release a full Merkle tree-based proof of reserves for its balances, providing peace of mind to users. Next up, we have Coinbase. So the second largest cryptocurrency spot exchange by trading volume, Coinbase was one of the first exchanges to step up the plate and also put customers' minds at ease by clarifying just how many funds they actually hold. A recent tweet thread by Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong details what Coinbase does with user funds. "We don't do anything with our customers' funds unless directed to by the customer. The exchange also maintains an audit of its financials, which can be checked at any time. And according to a recent report, the exchange ended Q3 2022 with $5.6 billion in holdings." And next up, we have Kraken. So the popular US-based cryptocurrency exchange has been providing proof of reserve audits for its client balances since February of 2022. So the platform is one of the few cryptocurrency exchanges to aggregate all balances into a Merkle tree and then provide a solution to allow users to easily check if their account was audited and included in the snapshot. And unlike other platforms, Kraken did not post a full breakdown of its wallets and their balances, but instead simply allows users to check that their funds are safe and accounted for using a simple tool. Next up, we have Gate.io. So Gate.io has always been transparent about its reserves, and previously it published proof of reserves that were audited by an independent agency back in May of 2020 and also back in October of 2022. But the exchange went one step further by making its proof of reserves auditing solution open source on GitHub. So the platform currently has more than 108% of client liabilities in Bitcoin and 104% of the same in Ethereum. Next up, we have Bitfinex. So on November 11th, Bitfinex, one of the longest running cryptocurrency exchanges, posted its proof of reserves. The exchange's main wallets now hold more than 204,000 Bitcoins and 1.2 million Ether, making it among the largest holders for both. And it also announced plans to revive its open source proof of solvency and also its custody solution known as Intani. And next up, we have Huobi. So despite rumors that the exchange was insolvent, Huobi actually became one of the first exchanges to provide a full Merkle Tree proof of reserves audit. And according to its overview of the digital assets that it holds in custody, Huobi actually currently holds around 32,000 Bitcoin, 274,000 Ether, and over 800 million in USDT stablecoin. And it also recently guaranteed the security of users' assets and promised not to restrict user withdrawals. Next up, we have OKX. So OKX has not yet provided a full proof of reserves, but it did provide a list of 23 Bitcoin addresses and 13 Ethereum addresses, actually containing 69,000 Bitcoin and $2 billion in Ether, and also ERC20 tokens, respectively. So the exchange is instead hiring an auditor to produce an audited Merkle Tree-based proof of reserves instead, and this is also due to be released ASAP. So Crypto.com, the prominent blockchain product, ecosystem, and cryptocurrency exchange, Crypto.com, released its first transparency report on November 11th of 2022. So though not a complete proof of reserves audit, the report actually provides a breakdown of almost a dozen wallet addresses containing around $3 billion in various crypto assets. The exchange actually expects to provide a full and audited proof of reserves report by November 25th of 2022. And next up, we have Deribit, a cryptocurrency options exchange, actually became one of the first crypto derivatives trading platforms to provide proof of reserves. And according to the latest update posted on November 11th of 2022, the exchange holds 50,600 Bitcoins, 516,000 Ether, and also 476,000 Solana in its wallets. The landscape of exchanges conforming to the new proof of reserve standards is changing rapidly. The most popular exchanges have already pledged to post their proof of reserves soon. And fortunately, you can now easily check whether your exchange has posted proof of its financial reserves directly on its CoinMarketCap page. So exchanges that have made their reserve status transparent will have a section titled Financial Reserves, and this will provide a full breakdown of its reserves if publicly available. So exchanges that lack a financial reserve section either haven't yet made their holdings publicly available or do not adhere to the new proof of reserve standards at this time.